Good morning, everyone. It's Ros Boundy, Psychic Medium here. A beautiful Saturday morning, isn't it? I have started losing track of time a little bit. Now, I'm just checking to see if my synchronizing of the voice to video is looking okay first before I switch over. What I'm seeing in my screen is looking a little bit, anyway, we'll still go with the flow. Now, just to begin for this morning, I have got this cross-posted to mytimetv.live. So those who are watching from the mytimetv.live page, could you click the link that's in the description that says Ros Boundy as part of the video link? That is where I'm actually running the show from, is the Ros Boundy page. So if you make sure that you're back at the Ros Boundy page, even to type in at Ros Boundy, and you'll see in that page that there is a live video happening. Just wanted to make that really clear this morning because I didn't mention it yesterday. And I know there were some comments that were happening and questions in that page. Now, just to clarify as well, this is just a daily reading for the day using the 5-card spread that I've been using for the last year. So it's not a ask a question and get an instant reading in this session, okay? So it's a general reading that's used daily. So I'm going to switch to the cards now, get that view. So do share it around that this is live, but just make sure that it is the Ros Boundy page link that you're going to, and also that hypnosisplus.com.au is my website for bookings and things. So we're switching it around now, that's right, to our page that has the cards, or the camera that has the cards. So we've got this 5-card spread. That one's the work, and excuse me, the work energy. This one's describing or relative to the home energy. Up here is the unexpected. Down here, 4 is your role, and the center one is the outcome. Cool. Hi, Tiffany. It's Ros here. Yes. Oh, I'm fine. Now, you've come over from the My Time TV site. That's wonderful. Thank you. But I don't do there's many readings on this session. This is strictly a 10, 15-minute session for this layout. So that you can get more guidance from what is the general reading of these cards. So what we've got, I seem to have a frog in my throat, and I did have water before. And anyone else too who's watching, do pop in and comment just to say hello or where you're from, and what you might have special on for the day today too. Now, what I've got here is the fox that's in the work energy. So it's actually, as you can see, this fox is looking backwards and back to the coup. Now, I'm taking that as being something that may have been desired, that may have been something that was really sought after, chased after, and foxes being the clever little things that they are, like to try all means and ways to get what they want. And this one, in this instance, I do feel it does represent the me in this situation of there's something that I've been trying to chase, trying to get, and really it's actually not meant for me because I keep getting that resistance and not succeeding. So probably it's just the message to drop it now. Don't even, it's probably time to not pursue that thing. And for me, look, it could be one of the forms of therapies or ideas that I've been thinking of for a course or something like that. As yet, because I've been so busy doing the packing and sorting, which still will happen, April's going to be the time I move forward with all this stuff. So that could be just that delay. For you, it might be something else that you know that's happening for you, that you feel you've been resisted in every step, or maybe it is now time to drop it. In the home energy, we've got the ring, and the ring really is around commitments and contracts and things that you agree to with others. and that cycle of trust that's working into what that agreement and thing is. I just realised I've got my light not quite in the right spot. I've got too much shadow this time, so I didn't place that too well. Anyway, so continue onwards in that that's the current cycle. So work it through so that it's actually at that conclusion that you're wanting, so that you know that you can just allow that trust to continue, that around other people, that they will do what they are saying they're doing. That's what I'm getting for this card this morning. And that things will work out in their perfect timing and how they are meant to. That's what the mandala is telling me in that background as well. There's something for each stage of what's occurring. So do trust that, and that is in the home realm, okay? So we're going to move now to the unexpected. That's the cross. The cross being something that's been taken up, picked up, that's not always your planning, that it can be sometimes out of your controls and it seems to be that weight of a load that you're carrying, someone else's responsibility really, but you've picked it up and kept it and running with it, walking with it, dragging with it, whatever way it feels. But what I'm feeling is this may show up unexpectedly in your day, and it is also something that, look, you can actually place it and put it down. It's not something that has to be continued with, that you really feel you need to. Even when it's something that feels like it's out of your control, you can still put it down. You can still, hey, to whoever it's concerning, not right now. Even if you still do have to keep that responsibility going, it can be, look, I need a rest from this. Just ask for the help that you need. Even if you're needing it to be pulled off your shoulders, so to speak, ask for that help. Work on that inner self with that one, and it only pops up unexpectedly. That's what the unexpected card is. It's just something that's you're doing that's going to remind you of that either self-imposed or out of your control type responsibility. What we have here too, and this is where probably your role in it is to set yourself free from that, and that could be that link that is between the unexpected card of the cross to this key being your role. Unlock it, let it free. You can set it down. You can even actually totally eliminate that cross when it appears. It's time probably to actually use your key in that. And I think too, in choices and decisions, it is your role, your responsibility, what you choose. No one else can make decisions for you. Ultimately, they do come up to being your own each time. Be aware of that the choices that you make are your responsibility to make. It's only you that can. And remembering too that with every choice that we make, absolutely every choice, there's always a one or two. That's it. There might be other things present as different multiple choices, but it ultimately means that you are making a choice between one or the other. So the consequences of that are your responsibility as well. And keeping the, stepping back sometimes and being the witness of that rather than having it affect you personally on that personal level. Some decisions are just to make that, the choice is needing to be made. You do it and you step back, allow things to work through and have their consequences. And here we have in the outcome, this is fish. Fish is absolutely abundance. And it's not just the money abundance, it's health, and it's all things that you can imagine the word abundance meaning for you. So we've got the school. I mean, you can't imagine there'd be just 3 fish. There'd be a school of fish there involved. And it's cooperation with each other, it's teamwork, it's all that occurs in that combining of strengths that actually creates the abundance in many various different ways for each individual. And because really what we do with our readings is independent, individualise it, it's personal. What we want to hear, it is personal. But it's how we actually deal with the emotions and things around that matters. And even with abundance, it's wonderful to be grateful. And sometimes we forget to actually be grateful in those abundant times. It's only when we're in those low times and down times, the shadows, that we actually can see that difference of what is our strengths and weaknesses, and our, well, good times, bad times. It's just different ways of learning what we need to be here for, to learn, really. Because, look, I suppose I'm a big believer in things there's not really a negative positive, although we know there is in fact, of ions and the way they're negatively charged or positively charged. It's more that it's just that feeling and creation of balance, what feels right and what doesn't. I don't see anything really as being a negative or a bad thing, because yeah, can get into all sorts of debates around that, eh? So I'm not going to do that here, because that's what we're here for, is the cards, the guidance that the cards will bring you. So do contemplate them, meditate on them yourself, as what it means for you. You know, you're sitting in your own heart space, you're looking at the cards, and where your eye goes, just see what that feels like for you, what little message your guidance is bringing you. And that can be in all sorts of forms, whether it's the, you know, the clairvoyance, the clairsentience, the clair, oh, gee, mine's gone blank. There's a few clairs. And it's not, and that's not just saying that you, oh, I don't have psychic abilities. It's not that. It's just your inner knowing. Just use your senses. We have eyes, we have ears, we have a heart to sense. We even have taste and smell, and sometimes those messages come through in those forms. If you're smelling, you know, you get a beautiful perfume that reminds you of, you know, and all that. And we certainly have spirit to help. Those from the other side who've already passed, the angels and spirit guides. There's many forms of ways we can gain guidance. And most of all, prayer. Prayer is really powerful. And the choice of who you pray to, that is up to you. Now, thank you for watching. And for those who have not realised that in the mytimetv.live one that you click that link, it should be above. I know on a mobile device, I'm not sure whether it shows up, but it's the @RosBoundy page that you need to be on for these morning readings. I probably will continue to post to the My Time TV one, just so it broadens the number of people who are going to benefit from watching this, if they regularly like to see some interpretation of cards and readings. But just as a reminder, if you do need a more in-depth personal reading, that there is my website that has the links. It's a Shopify website, so it is the payment avenue too. So prepaid, just book your session, whichever is, if you want the half-hour reading or an hour reading or the Egyptian Oracle, there is choices there on that link. Even on my Ros Boundy page, there is the book button that will take you to that site. I think that's what I last directed it to, unless Facebook's done some changes again. I don't know. Sometimes that flummoxes me. Anyway, that's the reading for today. So I hope it benefits you for your guidance through your day, that you can gain some insight. Mostly look inside you for your answers, because we do have them there. You just need to be open to them. So grow to be the best person that you can be. And I'll see you tomorrow around the same time. So namaste and bye for now.